Well, the legal battle of Kilmar Abrego Garcia continued in court today. CTV's Bryce is at the U.S. District Courthouse with more.
So court is adjourned for now here at the U.S. District Courthouse in Greenbelt. A ruling by Judge Zenas is expected sometime before Wednesday, mandating that the federal government provide the lawyers of Kilmar Abrego Garcia a certain period of advance notice before potentially deporting their client to a third country.
First, we're asking the court to order that before Kilmar Abrego Garcia is put on a plane to any particular country, that he and his attorneys receive written notice of what that country will be, and a reasonable period of time, which we suggested could be as little as 72 hours, to file an application for withholding of removal as to that country. The second thing we're asking the judge for is the Supreme Court 9-0 held that Mr. Abrego Garcia needs to be put back in his position before the violation of law occurred.
Members of the federal government, including the president, have stated that Abrego Garcia will be taken into ICE custody and potentially deported once he is released on July 16th in Tennessee. His lawyers are currently fighting to make sure that he can at least stay in the country to see trial.
But we can't even get in front of an immigration judge if they're going to whisk him onto a plane, as soon as he hits ICE custody.
Yesterday, ICE's Assistant Director Thomas Giles was called to the stand, detailing the process of the country's immediate deportations to third countries, in which he named South Sudan and Mexico as potential landing spots.
As the witness yesterday explained, they can serve the notice in the afternoon and then put the person on a plane that same night. If the government has received sufficient assurances from a country that they're not going to torture or persecute deportees, then the government can put someone on a plane to that country without any more process whatsoever.
We then asked if their 72-hour notice is granted by the judge, do they fear the federal government will ignore this ruling as they have done other rulings in the past? Their response?
We have to hope and assume that, if a district judge issues an order that's very clear, concrete, and direct, that they're not going to say, in the words of Emil Bove, F you to the judicial system.
The judge and lawyers for Abrego Garcia argued that Kilmar's violation of rights started in Maryland, and that's where the Supreme Court ruled 9-1 that he should be brought back to. However, the federal government argues that Abrego Garcia's violation of rights started when he was deported in Texas, and that is where he shall be returned to if he is released and not taken into ICE custody. In Greenbelt, I'm Bryce Parker, CTV News.